Hi everybody, it's Ari from Ari Agency, and wanted to share some thoughts with you and some insights with regards to, how do you hire the best candidate? What can you do to make the best hire possible? And, certainly there's a lot within how to interview candidates that I could speak about and I will speak about another time, but specifically about how to make the best decisions when you're interviewing and like who is going to be the best candidate for you, the best candidate for the company. So for us, when we're meeting and we meet all kinds of candidates, the most important things that we look for, one, when I meet candidates, I really want to understand what is it that they love to do? What are they super successful at? What are the skills and experience for them that are sort of the best? And really understanding what they do really, really well is very important. As well, understanding whether they're aware of some of their weaknesses or aware of the things that maybe they need to improve. But if I just focus for a minute on sort of what they feel is their dream job or their best job, I can look at that, listen to that, and understand what's happening in their current position where they're not getting that. Sort of understanding what's not working. Those are questions I always ask, my team will ask, sort of what are the sort of situation that they're going through, what are the things that aren't working in their current environment? And really understanding, is that something that my client, or in this case, yourself and your company, can deliver on? So really understanding what's not working, what are they looking for, what are their best skills is part of the equation. The other part is really understanding motivations. What is the motivation for them to leave? If there's something that's not working in their current organization, well, that makes sense. Then you want to make sure that you understand this and that they are making a move for good reason. Is it for good reason? Or is it for a reason which isn't, let's say, compensation or a title change? When it comes to money and those things, those are definitely not big motivating factors that I look for. Yes, people want to earn more. And in fact, if they're drastically underpaid, maybe it's true. They may have to make a move to make more money. But a lot of times, if that's just sort of the underlying tone of the motivation, that's not going to be good enough for us, and that shouldn't be good enough for you. So for me, it's really understanding sort of what their motivations are, what are their sort of dream job, what does it look like to kind of land in the best job for them, what's not being given to them at the moment, does that make sense? The other part to it, I think that is also really, really important is just sort of an understanding of, fit and culture. And that's a tricky one because a lot of times you might say, hey, we have this type of culture, we have this type of organization, but really asking and understanding what environments are really going to work for those candidates. What are sort of, do the values of your organization really line up with this individual? Do the ways in which this candidate, how they want to work are reflected in your organization? Sometimes candidates who are sort of coming from previous experiences, they know what they don't want. But sometimes you really have to understand, what do they want? What's going to fit? So having a really honest conversation about that and understanding those things. For example, are they going to be 100% remote? How do they collaborate with teams? How do they manage? How do they manage up? How do they manage teams? Sort of the elements around the role and responsibility are very important. No question, there are hard skills and soft skills, and there's ways that you can assess those as well. But for us, really understanding motivations is critical, and the must-have experience, the must-have skills that they need to have. If they don't have the must-haves and you're not clear about those, and you can get clear about those using a scorecard and or a few of the tools that we've talked about and that I can share with you another time as well, but really understanding what the must-haves are of the role and really understanding the motivations and do they really fit within the organization? Do they really absolutely fit? Does your gut feel that yes, they fit? And through the process of meeting people, that your team feels the same way. Those are great signs to hire someone who's a long-term successful hire, and certainly taking your time, but moving quickly in this environment to make sure you have a thorough process to find and attract the best talent and to support all the activities that you have with regards to hiring. So good luck with that. And please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.